Welcome to Thelina. Today, we are setting an intention together for one of the turning points in your life. Perhaps a door will open, or maybe a seed will quietly begin to sprout. Today, we whisper into those seeds our intention to live in harmony with the four elements. Human beings stand at the center of the universe like a quiet mystery. Some say we are flesh and bone, others whisper that we are a blend of stardust, memory, and longing. Throughout history, many traditions believed that human nature is shaped by four primordial elements: fire, water, earth, and air. This belief is not a scientific duty, yet it appears in many cultures, from ancient Greece to Vedic India, from shamanic rituals to modern psychology. It is a symbolic language through which people speak about passion, emotion, stability, and thought. As the poet Novalis wrote, "The world is the shadow of the invisible." Perhaps the elements are the language of the unseen, quiet teachers of inner harmony and rhythm. What follows is a journey through these four elements, their emotional resonance, and how people across societies have felt their influence. Some of these stories are symbolic, some intuitive. They are not proofs, but experiences. At the end of the video, you'll find powerful manifestos, affirmations, intentions, and rituals for each of the four elements. But first, let's explore how these elements influence our lives. Fire, desire, passion, and the spark of existence. Fire is one of the most ancient metaphors of human nature. Myth says that when Prometheus stole fire from the gods and gifted it to humanity, he did not only give warmth, he opened the door to consciousness and creativity. Fire is the element of boldness, movement, and transformation. When the fire within us ignites, we remember who we are. Fire appears as desire, courage, love, anger, creative impulse. It pushes us toward risk, beauty, and change. The mystic Rumi wrote, "Love is the fire. If you fall into it, you become ashes, and from the ashes you rise." Fire burns, yet it purifies. Ancient rituals used fire to cleanse the spirit, dancing around flames, casting fears into the embers. These practices may not be scientifically proven, yet they comfort the soul and bring psychological release. Fire is both destruction and rebirth. Forests burn, and new life grows from the ashes. People with strong fire energy are vivid, expressive, sometimes unpredictable. They laugh loudly, love intensely, and fight fiercely. They have the gift of transformation, but also the risk of exhaustion. If their flame grows too wild, they can consume themselves. Wisdom is not in extinguishing the fire, but using it to warm the house, cook the bread, light the path. In many traditions, fire is associated with the heart. Our deepest passions burn there. Sometimes quietly, like a candle, sometimes wildly, like a storm. Fire teaches us that every great act begins as a spark. In love, in art, in courage. Fire whispers, "Do not fear your flame. You were born to burn, brightly, not blindly." The fire within us is not chaos, it is life force, waiting for direction. Every sunrise is fire. Every heartbeat is a spark. And every human being carries a secret ember, waiting to be awakened. Water, emotion, flow, and the silent language of healing. Water is the element closest to the human soul. Our bodies are made mostly of water, and our emotions move like tides, rising, swelling, receding. Many cultures believe that water remembers. Though not proven, this idea appears in folklore from Japan to Iceland. Lakes that grant wishes, rivers that cleanse sorrow, oceans that carry prayers. Freud once compared the unconscious to a dark and deep water. When we dream, symbols rise like bubbles to the surface. Water teaches softness, but also power. A drop of water is delicate, yet a river can carve mountains. Water is both healing and destructive. Lao Tzu wrote, "Nothing is softer than water, yet nothing can resist it." Tears are water from the heart. Crying is often a path to relief. Neuroscience shows that tears release stress hormones, yet beyond biology, crying is a ritual of surrender. We let our inner waters flow, and suddenly we feel lighter. Water is often linked to feminine energy, receptive, intuitive, nurturing. Yet water is never passive. The ocean roars, storms rise, floods reshape land. Emotion is not weakness, it is the force that moves us. Love, too, is water. Sometimes a gentle ripple, sometimes a wave that lifts us from our feet. In countless myths, lovers meet by rivers, seas, and rainfall. Water is a symbol of union. Many spiritual traditions use water for cleansing. Baptism, ritual baths, washing hands before prayer, these are symbolic, not scientific requirements, yet the act of washing brings inner freshness. Water teaches, accept, flow. Do not hold what is meant to move. Life is constant change. When we resist, we suffer. When we flow, we find our way around obstacles. A river does not fight a rock, it simply passes. It trusts that movement will create a path. Water is memory, intuition, healing. When we listen to its rhythm, we hear the heartbeat of the world. Earth. Roots, safety, and quiet strength. Earth is the foundation. Everything is born from it and returns to it. When our feet touch the ground, we feel safe. In psychology, this is called grounding, a return to center. Earth represents the tangible aspect of life: home, family, work, food, patience. A seed is buried in darkness for months, sometimes years. Nothing is visible, yet deep underground, something is preparing. One day, without announcement, a shoot breaks through. Earth teaches patience. Nietzsche wrote, "Great things take time." In many cultures, Earth is seen as Mother. Mother Earth feeds, shelters, protects. Farmers speak to the soil, believing it responds. Whether literally true or not, this relationship brings peace. When we kneel in the garden, touch the soil, we touch our origin. Earth is the keeper of memory. Every house stands upon forgotten lives. Every stone has been held by someone. Some traditions say the land remembers. It is a poetic belief. Every step is upon a story. Earth energy is stability. When balanced, a person with strong earth is reliable, calm, steady. They build, care, wait. Yet excess earth becomes rigidity. They fear change, cling to old patterns. Earth teaches a delicate lesson. Roots are important, yet branches must rise. To grow, we must both anchor and expand. Trees reach upward because they are deeply rooted. The more secure the roots, the wider the sky. Earth is labor. It rewards those who show up day after day. Not dramatically, but quietly. A garden is made not by passion alone, but by patience. Life often unfolds the same way. To touch soil is to return to the present moment. Thoughts, worries, mental storms fall away. The earth says, slow down. Rest. You are held. In the silence of the ground, we remember ourselves. Air, mind, freedom, and invisible bridge. Air is the unseen element. We cannot grasp it, yet every breath binds us to life. In Greek, pneuma means both breath and spirit. In Sanskrit, prana is the energy of existence. Air is the domain of thought, ideas, imagination, communication. Wind moves freely. It touches everything without being seen. Our thoughts do the same. Descartes wrote, "I think, therefore I am." Air is curiosity. People with strong air energy are thinkers, dreamers, seekers. They speak, write, question. They want to understand life from above, like birds surveying a landscape. Many mythologies have wind gods. Odin, the whispering wisdom of the north. Fujin in Japan, protector of gusts. In Turkic lore, Yume Anna breathes life into the newborn. These tales are symbolic, yet wind truly stirs imagination. Nothing invisible is as powerful as air. Air is also freedom. When we look at the sky, something inside expands. We remember that we are more than routine and habit. The sky has room for every possibility. Words are air. They carry love, fear, prayer. A sentence can wound or heal. This is why many traditions treat speech as sacred. Words are arrows. Once released, they will not return. When air becomes excessive, the mind storms. Anxiety, overthinking, worry. Here breath becomes medicine. Modern science recognizes that slow breathing calms the nervous system. Spiritually, breath is a doorway. Air teaches, let go. Lighten. You cannot rise while holding too tightly. Clouds drift. Leaves fall. Thoughts come and go. The practice is not to control the wind, but to open the window. Air is connection. It touches everyone, everywhere. We share the same breath with the trees, the ocean, with those we love and those we will never meet. Each breath is a silent prayer. Let's now create our fire element manifestos, intentions, and affirmations. Let's also define a symbolic, meditation-based ritual. Manifesto for fire. I choose to guide my fire. It creates me, not burns me. I welcome only the sparks that help me grow. I walk with courage in every step I take. I do not fear shining. Light is my natural state. I honor transformation as a sacred flame within me. My inner power seeks no permission from anyone. I direct my fire with intention and clarity. I express myself boldly and passionately. Every ending becomes a new ignition for me. When darkness approaches, I light my own flame. Affirmations for fire. The fire within me empowers and strengthens me. My courage expands every day. My passion illuminates my path. I trust in my creative force. My energy is vibrant and inspired. I become stronger and more alive each day. My inner flame transforms any darkness. I take action toward my dreams with confidence. The spark in my heart guides me forward. I allow myself to shine brightly. Intentions for fire. I intend to expand my courage today. I choose to channel my passion into creation. I intend to take inspired action toward my goals. I choose to transform anger into wisdom. I intend to express myself more clearly. I choose to awaken my inner power. I intend to open the door to new beginnings. I choose to shine without fear. I intend to raise my energy each day. I choose to act in alignment with my inner light. Rituals for fire. Light a candle and observe the flame for 1 minute. Write your fears on paper and safely burn them. Face the morning sun and take 3 deep breaths. Carry a red object to activate fire energy. When inspiration hits, take a small action within 30 seconds. Whisper a wish into a candle flame. Practice fire meditation by focusing on a dancing flame. Smell warm spices, cinnamon, clove to uplift energy. Sit in silence during sunset and set a renewal intention. Carry a fire element stone like carnelian or sunstone. Little pause to breathe. If what I shared in this video brought you comfort, your support can help me reach even more hearts. Your subscription, likes, and comments mean so much to me. Thank you in advance. Let's now create our water element manifestos, intentions, and affirmations. Let's also define a symbolic, meditation-based ritual. Manifesto for water. I release my emotions freely and flow like water. I move with the natural rhythm of life. My vulnerability is my strength. I trust my intuition completely. My flexibility gives me depth and wisdom. I honor every emotion as a sacred visitor. I choose to soften my heart instead of closing it. I stay in flow rather than resisting life. I wrap myself in compassion. I trust in the gentle yet powerful transformation of love. Affirmations for water. I am in flow with life. My emotions guide me with clarity. My heart opens in safety. Peace flows within me. I trust my intuition. My softness is my strength. My inner waters grow calmer each day. I surrender to love. I accept all parts of myself. I offer myself pure compassion. Intentions for water. I intend to accept my emotions without judgment. I choose to expand inner peace today. I intend to soften my heart. I choose to follow my intuition. I intend to release emotional burdens into flow. I choose to understand myself more deeply. I intend to invite forgiveness into my life. I choose to speak with gentleness and clarity. I intend to purify my emotional waters. I choose to deepen my inner calm. Rituals for water. Whisper an intention into a glass of water before drinking it. Place your hands under running water and release the past. Stand under the shower or near water with closed eyes for 1 minute. Carry a blue object to harmonize your energy. Create moon-charged water for emotional balance. Say, I am cleansing, before bathing. Listen to water sounds for meditation. Use bath salts or rose water for emotional release. Write your feelings onto paper for emotional clarity. Offer gratitude to water while watering plants. Let's now create our earth element manifestos, intentions, and affirmations. Let's also define a symbolic, meditation-based ritual. Manifesto for earth. I am rooted, centered, and stable. I build solid foundations in every area of my life. Patience is my natural rhythm. I trust in myself fully. I stand firmly in the place I belong. My effort is sacred and honored. I celebrate slowness and presence. I choose safety and grounding. I protect my boundaries with love. I remember that I belong to the earth. Affirmations for earth. I am safe within my body. My foundation is strong and stable. Balance flows through my life. I support myself fully. Abundance comes to me with ease. I receive the rewards of my effort. I am grounded and calm. My stability grows each day. I am patient and steady. The earth holds and supports me. Intentions for earth. I intend to ground myself deeply today. I choose to invite abundance into my life. I intend to strengthen my boundaries. I choose to build strong foundations. I intend to nourish myself physically and emotionally. I choose to expand my patience. I intend to trust life more fully. I choose to strengthen my daily routines. I intend to listen to my true needs. I choose to increase my physical and emotional comfort. Rituals for earth. Walk barefoot on natural ground. Touch the earth or lean against a tree. Hold grounding stones like hematite or smoky quartz. Create a daily structure or routine. Declutter a small corner of your space. Carry an earthy toned object for grounding. Tend to a plant or garden. Drink tea or coffee mindfully and slowly. Practice a grounding meditation. Reflect on your day each evening. Let's now create our air element manifestos, intentions, and affirmations. Let's also define a symbolic, meditation-based ritual. Manifesto for air. I free my mind from limitations. I trust the power of lightness. I am the master of my thoughts. I make space for dreams to enter. I nourish myself with inspiration and knowledge. I choose my words with clarity and kindness. I protect my personal freedom. I remain open and adaptable. I welcome learning every day. My spirit is as vast as the sky. Affirmations for air. My mind is clear and open. I am becoming lighter each day. I am free. I welcome new ideas. Inspiration flows easily to me. My words bring healing. Every breath renews me. My communication is honest and gentle. My dreams align with my purpose. I hear the messages of the universe. Intentions for air. I intend to simplify my thoughts today. I choose to communicate with clarity. I intend to receive inspiration easily. I choose to lighten my mental space. I intend to express myself openly. I choose to stay open-minded. I intend to nourish myself with new knowledge. I choose to listen deeply and consciously. I intend to create mental spaciousness. I choose to release my dreams freely into the universe. Rituals for air. Practice 10 deep cleansing breaths. Cleanse your space with incense or essential oils. Hold a feather and make a wish. Meditate with light, airy music. Write freely without stopping for 3 minutes. Open a window and welcome fresh air. Create an inspiration or vision board. Sit in silence for 3 minutes. Feel the wind on your skin intentionally. Work with air element stones like citrine or apophyllite. Closing. Elements are not scientific laws, but archetypes of experience. They speak the language of poetry, memory, and inner truth. Fire makes us bold. Water softens the heart. Earth grounds us. Air frees our mind. The beauty of life may lie in this. We constantly search for balance among them. Sometimes we burn, sometimes we flow, sometimes we root, sometimes we fly. Rumi whispered, "You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You are not a spark. You are the fire. You are not a breath. You are the wind. You are not made of earth. You carry your own universe." Perhaps the true secret is this. We are not the elements, but the dance between them. Today, we have renewed our faith in ourselves on this journey of discovering the guidance of the 4 elements. Together, we explored the ways to transform our hopes into a manifesto. Remember, life is whispering to you. When you dare to listen to your heart, the path begins to unfold. Until we meet again, stay with light in your heart. I'm Thelina, a fellow traveler walking under the same sky, toward the same dream.